Okay, so it's about 8:30 in the morning. We're heading off in the direction of Pamplona. My expectation is to get there at about 3 o'clock today, which will be about 7 hours walking to cover 20 kilometers. As you can look around you there, there's a bit of an industrial sort of sawmill, and you can see the fir trees up in the distance. We're going through this beautiful path that's overgrown with wild grass. It just makes for a nice experience, and out in the distance you can see the sun rising and the mountains. This is an example of Camino congestion, Camino traffic jam, which is great. It's good to see that all the pilgrims are on the trail, and my intention to get there by 3 o'clock could have been pushed back a little bit, but we're still on target for getting our clothes washed today. Cultura sentito, feel the culture. Sientella cultura, la cultura sento. Sentira la cultura. Welcome to the Basque Country. It's a great morning for walking. Going through the Basque area, absolutely stunning, surrounded by quaint little farmyard buildings and incredible landscape with low flying cloud. This is a bit of Camino magic, walking through paths with trees either side on a dirt trail with running water. Can be heard berries on the trees, birds chirping, no one in front, no one behind. Off the beaten track. Okay, so I think I'm about 3.5 kilometers to go. Next stop is Zabaldica. First time I've seen staffs that are offered pilgrims to take on their journey up that mountain. So I think I will take this one because it looks to be a suitable size. So I thought the wooden staff was for going up, but I nearly went the wrong way, and then I sort of stopped and looked at the signs again, and this is the sign that you're always looking for here. It's a sign of the Camino, and this confirms I'm going the right way. And then on to Pamplona. 3.5 kilometers from here. So this is what I mean about expecting the unexpected. This is a clear message that this is not Spain, but not Spain. Been rubbed out because someone's not happy that this Basque area feels that they want their own independence, and they feel that they're as much a part of France as they are Spain. More surprises. You're walking in beautiful countryside 1 minute, and then you're going under what appears to be a road going through a tunnel. Follow the light. Coming now to a pretty little village, and it looks to have a nice stone bridge that's crossing over it. There's some pilgrims up ahead which are undecided in their route of travel, but I'm going over the bridge. So here we are, stopping for lunch, and this is a typical Basque lunch. As you can see, I found myself a tricolour, and it's on the end of my staff, and this is a pintos. It's like a tapas but slightly bigger. This little ball thing is actually delicious. Got meat and peppers and cheese in it. And the other one is like a tortilla, bread and beer. So this is Camino brunch. So I just decided to come off the pilgrim path because there's a park here running alongside it, and I'd much prefer to be walking along here than along the main road over here. I've come across a field of probably about a dozen horses, and I believe that these could be the famous Pampeluna horses, which are majestic looking animals. I don't know if you can see them. Do you think I can zoom in? But maybe we can look at it in the distance. Yeah, so we're looking for a bed for the night. I haven't got one reserved, but this is a big city, and I'm sure that the Camino will provide. This is a hill that's taking me up into what looks like the old part of the city, and it looks the sort of city that you could stay here more than one night, which I might well have to do to explore the area where they do the bull run. So it looks to have a city wall, not unsimilar to Derry's walls. The Derry's are 400 years old. Don't know how old these are, but I'm sure I'll find out before the end of my stay. We're about 10% there, done just over 100 kilometres of the intended 1,000 kilometres. I just thought I'd stop here now and give you a panoramic view of what's behind me. Here we are, I don't know where, but in the background there's a beautiful village just in the centre of the valley, and before arriving we've got beautiful vineyards here. And look, one of the owners of the vineyard is hand picking the wine. This is me now coming into Australia after walking about 22 kilometres, and it's been very hot today. It's about 30 degrees. One of the things you do is you go inside the churches to get your credential or your passport stamped, which shows you've been on the journey to Santiago. And this is one of the churches. Okay, I'm not sure where we are. We're going to a place called Vienna, and here we have rock formations that people put intention on top, and they make for a spectacular display of people who probably are representing stones to loved ones past, and trauma, difficulties, hurt, pain. And the idea is to leave your pain, your hurt, your sadness on the way while you make your way in life. This was the tree of memories that I decided to part with the shell that I found inside my bag on my first night staying in Saint-Jean. And I gave part of the shell away for someone else. I offered my intention for the rest of the Camino family, and I decided to have my own intention wrapped up in a purple band. Here we are entering the city of Vienna, and it's only been an 18.5 kilometer walk today, but it's felt like 50 kilometers because the heat has been roughly about 29 degrees Celsius. And although there was plenty of grapes on the way and some nice conversation and some water and ice cream and a half-eaten sandwich and meeting a Patrick, and it was great fun, and the most enjoyable part is yet to come. Day 8 on the Camino de Santiago, travelling from Vienna to Logroño, and we look out here at some vineyards with purple grapes. The region is famous for grapes, and when we get to Logroño, our understanding is that we're halfway into a wine festival, which we look forward to partaking some vino with some paella. Every day I'm starting to speak more Spanish, or my English is starting to sound a little bit more Spanish, and my pronunciation is getting a little bit better, but I'm still being corrected by my interpreter, who's following me on my journey. Today's Tuesday, just left Logroño. We're doing a 31 kilometer hike today. I'm just taking you down to alongside this lakeside area. Stopped in here. Have a morning break. Going now, having walked today 31 kilometers to the town of Najira